how satisfying was this whole night, especially what you played defensively in the third period?
Yeah, it was good game. I thought guys did a great job. You know, it was a tight game. It's a great building, so it's a big win for us.
What have you been seeing on point? You guys are shorthanded. Just they didn't score. They won for 15 in the series. You guys have pretty much locked them down there. What have you been seeing when
Yeah, guys do their job. You know, we have a tendency. They read, they play loose, and they just work hard. You know, work really hard, and yeah, they got a really good power play. They got really good weapons there, and so our guys has to stay on their hats.
So you guys are one win away from the Stanley Cup final now. What's the mindset heading into Game 6?
Yeah, we don't think about that far. We think about one moment at a time. Right now, we just enjoy this win, get good food, good hydration, and we're ready for the next moment.
Having a chance to do it at home too, what do you think that atmosphere is going to be like?
It's a playoff hockey. It's every game. It's so much fun to play. It's a blessing to be able to play hockey at this time of the year. So, and in our home building, it's going to be amazing too.
Sergei, how have you seen Anton Lundell grow the last couple of playoffs?
Yeah, he's a smart player. He does really good things on the defensive side of the game, and it's great to see him scoring big goals.
Does he remind you of like a future Barkov or no?
I think every player has a unique skill set and a unique mindset too. So he's going to be Anton Lundell, and he's going to be a superstar too.
It looked like they made a pretty strong first period. You guys expect that with them coming home at the first period, the way they played?
Yeah, they again, as I say, they're a really good team. They're gonna attack too. They're good. They're gonna be momentum on their side as well. So that's what's makes it so much fun to play hockey.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Sergei. Thanks so much.
Big game, obviously, you guys finding a way to win this one. What does it mean now to get this win and now be heading home with a chance to close this out?
Well, it's great. I think it was a good battle by us. Obviously, we showed up and played really well, and happy for the win. So now we just gotta recover and think about the next one.
What do you credit your defensive effort on the road? 3 games here, only 4 goals allowed.
Yeah, it's been good. Like we've been dialed in, and Bobby obviously has been huge for us every single game. So that helps a lot. And as a team, as a 5-man unit, we're battling and doing the right things and predictable things. So it's good to be on the ice when you know what you need to do.
You guys have had great third periods. What's been the difference for you guys in the third? Coach mentioned before today that there was going to need to be some desperation tonight. Was there some desperation in the third?
Yeah, that, and I think we just want to keep going. Like obviously we know it's tight game, third period. Don't do anything like stupid, but at the same time just do what we do best and hang on to the pucks and try to play as much as possible in their zone. And obviously they're a really good team, so they're going to have their push and they're going to have their chances. So we need to defend as well. So it's a good overall game.
Sasha, you talked about how this team, it seems like every night it could be somebody else, and to get those big goals there from Lundell, the big goal from Lundell.
Yeah, it was huge. Like he's stepped up before, and as a young kid in this league, and he's had so many big goals, and they just looks like they keeps coming. But he's a great kid. It's a lot of fun to watch him play.
Sasha, the Rangers' only goals tonight came not at 5-on-5. You guys really dominated at that level. What do you think is making it so easy? Not easy, but making it so for you guys to play so well at 5-on-5.
I think that's our foundation in playing style, that we want to play like defense first. Obviously, we want to have tight gaps and all that kind of stuff, but it's all about hard work and just go on the ice and play as hard as possible, and you know that the guy next to you is going to do the same, and we just believe in each other.
Once you talk through getting back to the Cup final, how do you balance that excitement with knowing how do you to finish it off?
Right now, you just need to recover and think about that, and then when the game comes, you think about the game. So that's all we can do right now. We don't want to think too much ahead right now.
Shesterkin's obviously an elite level goalie, and he's made some big saves on you guys. What are kind of the things you're maybe keeping in mind when you're getting good looks, but the pucks aren't going in?
Yeah, he's a great goalie, like one of the best goalies ever. So in the league, so. It's tough to score on him, but you just gotta believe. You just gotta keep shooting, keep getting guys to the net, and sometimes it's might not be the first shot, maybe like second shot, rebound or something like that will go in. But yeah, obviously he's great goalie, so you need to really work hard to get those goals.
We know what Forsling's able to do on defense, but see him coming up with some big goals last few games. What's it like to see him showcasing that part of his game?
Yeah, he's been great. He's our leader there, on the back end. He's doing everything for us, so it's great to have that type of guy on the team.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah, I think we're just we have great composure in the games. Our starts haven't been great, haven't been what we wanted, but it just seems like as the game goes on, we're getting better and better, and I think that contributes to our composure and our just willingness to keep playing the same way and not trying to change our game.
On the right side, third row.
Yeah, Anton, just can you walk us through your goal and just what that did for you guys momentum-wise, to be able to break the game, to break the tie with about 10 minutes left?
Yeah, that was huge. We had some good chances in the third, and we were playing really good. Felt like we just had chances after chances, and just kept grinding and trusted that we're gonna get the chance and the goal. And when we got it, we really just tried to stay on top of them and keep the lead.
Right side, first row.
Anton, similarly, what changed for your line in the third period? Because I think it was 3 shifts in a row where you had the one that was behind, between your legs. Then Itu did, and then you scored. I'm pretty sure it was 3 shifts in a row. What changed that gave you guys so many chances?
I don't really know. We just decided after the second period, now it's time to step up, everybody, and we all wanted to step up, and I felt like it was important for our line to give momentum, give energy to the team, and then just trying to do our best. And as I said, we had some great chances, and finally we got a goal as well, so that was huge.
We'll stay in the first row.
Sam, you guys, obviously it was all last year you lose in the final. It feels like a long way to get back. Now you're 1 game away from that. What's that feeling, and what's the approach to it, I guess, now that you're 1 win from getting back there?
I don't think we've thought about it at all. I think our approach is 1 game at a time. We got business to take care of still, and we're thinking about is game 6 at home. So that's our entire focus is on that game right now.
Left side, third row.
Sam, how much does last year's playoff run help you go through this year's playoff run here?
I think it helps a lot. Just to know the grind and how hard it is, how much it takes to have success, to make it this far. It takes a lot, and I think we learned a lot last year. We made some mistakes, and we've just grown as a group, and I think we've seen even more leadership from the entire group, younger guys, older guys, and it's pretty cool to see all the guys stepping up and leading in different ways. But it's been great for our group.
Take a few more for the guys on the right side, fourth row.
Anton, Coach mentioned this morning that you guys were going to need to play with some desperation tonight. What makes you guys so good in the third period, and is part of it playing with that desperation when you need it?
Yeah, I feel like our whole season we just have tried to play the same way, and when the playoffs started, we've been through it. We've been playing tight games, we've been being in the pressure, and now it's just time to go out there and enjoy, and I think that's our strength. We know we don't have to change anything. We just believe that we're gonna get our chances and just keep playing the same way, and play hard and believe in each other.
Left side, third row.
Sam, can you just talk about what you saw in Gustav's goal there? It looked like you had quite an opening when you slid that pass in. Were you thinking of maybe taking it in, but then you saw that you had the space there for the pass, or?
Yeah, I was just I was taking it through the middle. They kind of backed off a little bit. I had Chucky on my left as well. Was thinking about passing to him, and then Goose made a great play to just skate right to the net, and I was able to find him in the middle, and a great finish by him as well.
Take one more question, front right.
Anton, I was joking with you the other day about the whole, baby Barkov thing. But in all honesty, how big of a mentor has he been for you? Like, I know that when you first got here, you lived with him, but it just seems like he is the perfect, person for you to be an understudy for.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I could have had a better guy to be here for me. Coming here. Had a hard time with the language, hard time with everything, how to live in America, it's a lot different, but he helped in small details, outside hockey even more, but overall, like, he's been a huge factor for me and the whole team as well, but we also have so many great guys during these years that I've learned so much about. Small details, but yeah, I have to say he's special. He's unique. He does a lot of things that I don't think works for anybody else. He has his stuff he does, and probably the hardest working guy we have in the team. So it's fun to follow him for sure.
Coach, strong third periods have kind of become a trend for you guys in this series. What does it say about your team when they keep playing their best hockey late in games?
Well, I think we have a good understanding of the style of hockey that we'd like to play. And I almost thought it took the third period to get there. I found it to be an unusual game. Like, in the first period, it looked like if you could just get a handle on the darn thing, you were going to get lots, right? We had 2 2-on-1s. We're in alone. I think in the game, I think it's probably 5 times we're in alone. But we just couldn't get a handle on some of the good offense, and then I thought our game got very simple in the third period, and that was the key to it. Not trying to break the game open, not trying for the killer play, just grind, and then eventually you'll get a partial rush. Vladimir Tarasenko is a big part of that goal, right? The mid lane drive. So it was as the emotion increases in the series, and they all do, the closer you get to the end of them, every play, right? It's every single play, every small play. We had 20 shot blocks tonight. That might be the story for me. They had more zone time than they've had, I think, previously. I don't know, maybe game 2 would be different, but when you're in your end, you're going to have to block shots, and we did get some great blocks.
Right side, third row.
Paul, you guys, according to the stat sheet, had just one giveaway tonight. Is that something that you...
That is awesome.
Is that something
Just don't tell me Bobrovsky had it.
No. Do you want to know who it was?
Yeah, who was it?
Eki.
Oh, he's out.
Is that something that you guys talked about, or, I mean, you were surprised by it, so I don't know if...
No, you know what, and to be fair, I don't follow the qualification of what a giveaway is. There were so many puck battles on the walls that I thought we had control of the puck that we didn't make a play, and it's into their feet, and then they get possession of it. I would count that as a giveaway. I think the change of possession, it's either forced or it's not in some ways. What am I trying to say? I think there's a hell of a lot more giveaways in that game for 2 coaches, and Ekblad's out.
Front right, Mike.
Yeah, like hits, they need to start auditing the giveaways. Yeah.
Right. Can you? No, I'm not going to ask that question. Go ahead.
The Lundell line, it felt like the first 2 periods they were not getting a lot of traction, and then it totally changed in the third. 3 shifts in a row where they really were going and going and going. And the other thing I was thinking about when Lundell scored and had the between the legs shot is the quote you gave the other day about how sometimes he'll put his eyebrow up and think.
Yeah. I got a little action here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, is that part of what you're seeing with him?
But I want to encourage that, right? You don't want. He has and his history. He played with men in the Finnish Elite League. He put up numbers. Like the guy can do some things offensively. I'm just happy for him to go in because he's just one of those guys that I don't spend a lot of time talking about. He's had a bunch of chances, and I know the skills there because he's in the 2-hole on our shootouts. but he's lights out. So it's there. He's still young, right? That's the thing we always have to remind ourselves. He's still a young player, but a goal in a game like this on the road, Game 5, and I will call it a bit of a de facto game winner because it changed the game. Good for him, you know. I'm happy for him. I think, and somebody asked me a question about Vladimir Tarasenko, about him not scoring. Okay, fair enough. But he sat on that bench all night and talked to those two young guys all night long about the next play, inside, like wired them, right, into the game, stay in the game, stay in the game. And then both of those guys, both Lundell and Luosterainen, were very good as the game went on, right, really, really strong. So there's more to this than just bar down. And he would think, I got to score to be a good player here. But I thought he was a really good player. And to the fact that line didn't have a lot of action going, there wasn't a lot of forward motion there. I think Vlad had a lot to do with that.
Front left, Mark.
Paul, what have been some of the keys to you guys shutting down their big scores? You've done it really all series, and how satisfied are you with the job you have done so far?
Yeah, I'm going to refer back to saying I felt like that game could get broken open really fast. So I don't think well, I got a Selke Award winner. It's just not his first. We don't prep differently for the elite players on their team to their fourth line players. We view them all the same. The difference would be our elite players are going to play against their elite players. I don't think there's anything tactical. I don't think there's anything from a coaching point of view other than we adhere to a style of game pretty well. We didn't circle Kucherov. We didn't circle Pasternak. If I knew what I was doing, we might be able to keep Vinny Trocheck off the score sheet. Apparently I can't, so I'm just going to play all my best players against all their best players and cheer.
We'll take two more questions for Coach, front right.
Can you sense your team, you played so many one-goal games, not just this series, previous series, last year, that the experience of just going through it last year has helped you when you're in this situation?
We have experience on what it's like to be on the bench in down one or even in a game. We're fine there. And I do believe that's experiential. We are tight in games. You go back to that Carolina series last year, we won 4 straight. We could have lost that thing 4 straight. They're all tight. Very, very similar in at least my standing behind the bench going, oh, that was close. Oh, shit, that was close. And then I felt the same way in the offensive zone. In alone in front and can't get it to go, you know. Yeah, we have some experience with it for sure.
Last question, front right.
Coach, you spoke so eloquently about the growth of contribution of Gustav Forsling and Anton Lundell this week. What did it mean to see those two players get the tying goal and the go-ahead goal tonight?
Well, Gustav Forsling, for me, in his style, is the best defenseman in the world. And the offense, if it grows or it stays where it is or even stagnates slightly, won't change my opinion of him. But he's almost been a late bloomer in all the things that he does. And he takes care of job one before he tries to look at job two. He has no interest in, it's just winning for him. He doesn't, but that man gets up the ice. And now he's got some confidence. He scored some huge goals for us. But his timing is good. Like he's not going to have 15 rushes so he can score once. He's going to pick 3 times to get up the ice because it's the right time. Anton Lundell is, I have absolutely no idea how good he could be. But we're going to find out. It's just going to take a little while.